Still freezing in here. So welcome back, guys, to MORFIT live workouts. Today we have a bodyweight based workout for you. If you happen to have some dumbbells or kettlebells handy to add some extra resistance, feel free to grab those. They're not necessary, but they can challenge you a little bit more on some of the bodyweight exercises. So I'll point out where you can grab those, and I'll probably grab some for myself as well throughout the workout. Our format today is pretty straightforward. We're going to start with a warm-up, doing a bit of a mobility-based flow movement pattern, and we will repeat that same flow at the end of each round. So we'll be learning the flow as part of the warm-up. The rounds are going to consist of 4 exercises. They're all going to be 30 seconds long, and we're going to go through 4 sets. So we're going to go through all 4 exercises 4 times, then we go back to that mobility flow, and then we'll take a break. Then we go to the next round of exercises. We have 3 rounds to go through today. All in all, the workout's going to be about 30 minutes. I think 30 or maybe a couple minutes longer than 30 minutes. All right, so let's learn our flow to begin. We're going to start by going into a squat. And of course, if there's any of these movements that you can't do, then try to modify as best you can. I'll point out a few options here and there on modifications, but definitely work within your ability. So we're going to squat down here, and then we're going to place one hand behind us on the floor and drive our hips as high as they'll go, reaching the other hand overhead. You don't have to go that high if you're not comfortable. Press back to a squat. We're going to go to the other side. So that's a bridge rotation. Come back up. Now from here, as we come out of this rotation, we're going to just fall down to the floor, to our right side. Right elbow by the right hip. We're going to roll to our back and glide the chest along the shin. We've done these a couple of times in the past. So a bit of a hip stretch here, and then we're going to glide over to the other side, or roll to the other side, I should say, tucking the elbow into the hip every time you roll, and then glide that chest along that shin. From here, we're just going to press up. So we're going to end up back in our squat position. Let me just come back here to show you. Then we're going to do a hand walkout into this plank position. From here, we're going to step forward with the left foot. Now we're in this lunge. We're going to lift the left arm up, twisting up to the ceiling, reaching up to the ceiling. Place the left hand back down to the floor. You can either step out or jump out to the other side. We're going to add a lunge twist here, reaching up nice and high, hand back to the floor. From here, we're going to step our both feet forward, so we're always coming kind of back to that squat position. From here, we're going to jump the feet out wide. And then we're going to walk ourselves forward. So our hands are in front of our face. Now from here, 2 options. Either just transition to a plank with the feet wide, and you can do a push-up from there if you'd like, and then come back. Or you can do a bomber push-up, or a diver push-up. We bend your elbows, bring the head down to the floor, scoop the chest to the floor, press up, and then reverse the movement back up to that sort of almost a downward dog type position. From there, we're going to walk the hands back in, bring the feet together, and stand up. Okay, there was a lot going on there, so we're going to go through that one more time together. First, we're going to squat down. Right hand goes behind the body. Drive the hips up in the air, bridge rotation, push up, come to the left side. Hips go up, bridge rotation. We're going to press ourselves back, roll to the right side on the floor. Tuck your right elbow into the hip. Roll to the back. Tuck your left elbow into the hip. Glide the chest along the shin. And then we're going to go back the other way. Left elbow into the left hip. Roll to your back. Tuck your right elbow in. Glide. and then press up to a squat position. From here, we're gonna walk our hands forward. If you don't have room, you can just put your hands down, step back, so that you're not running into the couch or the desk or whatever's in front of you. All right, so we've walked out. Left foot's gonna come forward. Reach the left hand up to the ceiling. This is a lunge twist. Replace the hand. Switch your legs. Right side twist. Hand back down. Step forward with the left foot. Back to that squat. Jump the legs out to the side into this split position. Walk the hands forward slightly, and then either shift your weight forward into a plank or go into that bomber push-up. And then you can reset back however you would like. Bring the hands back towards the feet, jump the feet together, come back up, and that's the whole thing. All right, so at the end of each round, we're gonna go back to that flow pattern. I'll go nice and slow with it. We're never gonna take that one fast. But we'll start with our exercises. So let me go through our first 4 exercises with you. We're actually gonna work one leg only for all 4 exercises. And then on the second set, we'll do the other leg. Third set, come back to the first. Fourth set, go back to the second. So we're gonna start with a split squat. I'm gonna work my left leg first. I'm gonna work my weaker side first. So left leg's in front. I'm gonna go through 30 seconds of split squats. Once I get to 30 seconds, I'm gonna kick my back leg up off the ground. I'm gonna go through a single leg deadlift, working my left side. We can do these just body weight, but if you have extra weight, it's a great exercise to challenge your glutes and hamstrings, adding a little bit of extra weight to the movement. After we do 30 seconds on the single leg RDL or deadlift, then we're gonna walk ourselves down to a single leg plank. So my left foot's on the floor, my right leg is in the air, which is really gonna challenge my left side hip flexor and quad muscle. After that, I am gonna roll into a side plank with my left foot, my working leg on the floor, and my right leg in the air. If that's too tough, you can go down to your knee as well, instead of off of the foot. After that 30-second round, we do all 4 exercises the same on the right leg, and then we do it all the second time. All right, let me get the timer going. We're starting with split squats. Again, you can add a weight if you'd like. It's optional. All right, split squats here, 30 seconds, working on the left side. I'll show you sideways, a bit easier to see what's going on. I'm trying to find those 90-degree angles at both legs. See how low you can get your back knee to the floor without actually touching the floor. The weight can be held at the chest. You can have 2 weights down low. You can have 2 weights at the shoulders, lots of options. Okay, we have 10 seconds in between every exercise. Transitioning to the single leg deadlift. So left foot is on the floor. I'm gonna hinge and come back up. At no point am I touching my right foot to the floor unless I'm about to fall over. Keep the shoulders squared up. Keep the pelvis squared up as well. 30 seconds here. So that's working a bit more into the glutes and hamstrings, less quads than the squat work. All right, get rid of the weights if you have a weight. Still on the left foot. We're gonna walk out to a plank. All right, right leg is up in the air. Try not to just have the right foot hooked on the back of the left leg, because then you're still using the right side to help. So you want to keep it in the air. And the rest is a regular plank. You can also go to the knee on this one if you need to. switching over to a side plank with the left leg on the floor. All right, let's get ready. Left leg down. You can be on the foot or on the knee, your choice. We're gonna try to have the top leg in the air. If you have your legs stacked or like you have the top foot on the floor, then again, you're taking work off of the left leg. So we're gonna try to get the left leg to do as much work as we can for all 4 exercises. And then we'll go to the right side in just a few seconds. Good. All right, so all 4 on the right, starting with split squats. Okay, here we go. Controlling your movement, controlling your breath. The more time you spend down here, the more work you're going to get. Taking a lot of time at the top, and you're getting a lot of rest. Which is okay if you need it. And if you want to start any exercise before the 10-second mark is done, you can go right into the next one. You know what's coming up now. So single leg deadlift. Woo. Notice the movement is about 95% happening at my hips. My right leg or my planted leg, the knee is slightly bent. It's not locked out. I don't have the flexibility to lock my knee out and do this movement properly and keep my low back neutral. All right, we're going down to a full plank. Left leg elevated. Here we go. You can challenge yourself if you want with the elevated leg, putting it out to the side. That's going to force the body to try and rotate, so you need to fight that. That's that anti-rotation you may have heard about, which will bring in some of the extra core muscles that won't have to work so much if you keep the leg just parallel or right beside your planted leg. All right, and side plank is next. And then we'll be going back to the left leg right after this. Here we go. On your side planks, try not to turn your pelvis up towards the ceiling or down towards the floor. I want to keep everything perfectly sideways. The reason we like to rotate is when I turn myself up or down, it starts to bring in my big strong muscles on the front of my body or the back side of my body to work against gravity. The reason I'm trying a side plank is I want to focus on the muscles on the side of my body, which are generally weaker, which makes it harder. All right, we're going back. Left leg, split squats. I'm just changing my dumbbell position here just for some variety. I could have 2. But if you've been following along these videos for a while now, you know for the 12 o'clock class, I usually save some energy for the 5 p.m. And I like to work a bit harder at 5. Good, all right. We have that single leg deadlift. Again, trying not to touch down your right foot to the floor at any point in the movement. Shoulders back, chest up. Woo. All right, regular plank. Left foot down. Here we go. Lunge to the left leg. Keep the hands into the shoulders. Try not to let the body rotate. All right, side plank. Let's get ready. Here we go. Woo. Oh, I thought I saw a black screen on the computer again, but I think it's just the angle I'm at. Good. Yeah, looks like we're still live. Okay. Last time on these four, guys. We're moving to the right side. Split squat last time. When we get to the end of these four on the right side, then we're going back to the mobility flow that we started with, or that we warmed up with. Hopefully by the time we get to the third round, you'll be a bit more comfortable with those flow movements, and you'll be able to follow along without scratching your head, trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, single leg, deadlift. Nice long spine. If your balance is all over the place with this one, you can just put your left toes on the floor gently. Still do the same movement, the same hinge pattern, but just keep most of the weight on your right leg. All right, plank. Two. One, and up. Again, try not to have the left foot just hooked over the back of the right ankle. Think of keeping all the muscles in the core nice and contracted. I'm pushing my body away from the floor with my hands. I'm not letting my body sink down to the floor. Good. Side plank. Last one here. And then we're back to our flow. Here we go. So obviously this first round was mostly lower body, lots of leg work, and some core. The next round is going to be mostly shoulders, upper body. And then the third round is a bit more cardio and core. And time, good. All right, don't go anywhere. We've got our mobility flow coming up right now. So let's get ready for our squat position. Timer's done. We're just gonna go based on following me. So here we go. Let's squat down. Bridge rotations, right arm behind you. Drive the hips up in the air. Press back to a squat. Left side. From here, we're gonna push ourselves to the floor, rolling to the right elbow by the hip. Roll to the back. All the way around, glide the chest along the shin. How close to the heel can you get? Tuck the left elbow, roll back. Tuck the right elbow, glide. And then we're pushing up to the squat position. We're gonna walk out with the hands or kick out with the feet into a push-up position. Left foot comes forward. Deep lunge here. Reach up to the sky. If you want even more challenge, get your right elbow to the floor and then bring the left hand up. Bring the left side down. Switch your legs. Lunge, Right hand reaches to the ceiling for the twist. Right side back down. Walk the left foot forward to a squat. Jump both feet out, nice and wide. We're going into that diver push-up or bomber push-up. Bring the hands forward, bend the elbows, head goes to the floor, chest to the floor, scoop underneath, and then either scoop back or just push yourself back to that first position. Walk the hands back, bring the feet forward or together, and come on up. Good. That is the end of round one. So grab yourself some water. I'm gonna reset our timer. And then we're gonna go into round two. So I'll go over all 4 exercises again. What do we got here? Okay, we're starting with butt touches. So we're gonna go into a plank position. Feet a bit wider. I'm gonna lift up my left hand, reach across the backside of my body, and try to touch my right glute or butt cheek. And then alternating sides. So we'll do that for 30 seconds. Then we're going face down on the floor into something called a prone athlete. So I'm facing the floor, arms out to the side, chest is up. One hand reaches up, one hand reaches down. And then they try to meet along the spine. Go in the reverse direction, switch sides. So a good little shoulder mobility drill and spine extensor. Okay, so that's our prone athlete. And then we're gonna go into 30 seconds of your choice of push-up variation. After push-ups, we're gonna flip over into our crab position and do a crab dance. Crab dance is this, opposite hand reaches up to the opposite foot, replace the limbs, switch. Try not to fall. You can just do the legs if the arms are too tired, or if the arms are really tired after all that push-up work, then you can do bridge kicks and let the arms take a rest. All right, we got 4 rounds of that, guys. So let's get started with our butt touches. If you're working out with a friend, feel free to get creative. Here we go. Reach across the body to the opposite glute. Try to maintain your plank position. Try to avoid your whole body rotating to the side. We don't want to see that, if we can avoid it. All right, face down on the floor. Arms going up and down the spine like this, but we're face down on the floor. Here we go. Chest is up, face is down. See if you can touch your fingertips together. I'm getting pretty close on that one side to touching, not very close on the other side. Oh, I touched there. Push-ups are coming up. All right, let's get ready for push-ups. This can be from the feet, from the knees, wherever you want to. 30 seconds. Here we go. Facing up. And here we go. Opposite hand reaches to the opposite foot. Woo. Try to keep the hips high on these if you can. So try not to just have the hips down here, but we're trying to get the extension as we reach, which is not easy. Again, you can just do the legs. If you don't feel very stable, picking the arms up. All right, we're going right back to the butt touches. This is going to be tough, guys. 4 rounds in a row of this. Here we go. When you do your butt touch, try not to touch with your palm up, but I want you to try to touch palm down. And there's a little change in your shoulder, or the demand in the shoulder, to allow you to do that. Which makes it a bit more challenging on and encouraging a bit better posture in terms of external rotation of the shoulder. Sorry, where we at? On the floor, prone ab, please. Here we go. Push-ups are coming up. Take your time with these ones, try not to rush the movement. Woo-hoo. All right, push-ups. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna try and get 10 reps every round. And crab extensions. If your shoulders are pretty toast already, we still have 2 rounds. So if that's the case, come down on your back, kick the legs, but make sure the hips come up as you kick. So we can still focus on the glute work, even if you're lying down on your back. We got 2 more. We'll do some other perspectives here. If you need a break, please take one. We're almost doing 12 minutes straight of work here, so. These can be on the knees as well if you need to. Most of these can be on the knees if I'm showing from the feet. All right. For these, you can actively lift your legs and hold them up to get more glute work if you want. I don't often do that. Just don't find it as comfortable. But you can. All right, push-ups. We'll see if we still have 10 left. Here we go. There. how straight you can get your leg at the top. Really try to extend the knee. Let the head go back. If you're looking down at the floor, then you're not going to get your hips very high. Woo. All right, guys, that's 3. One more, and then we're back to the flow. Here we go. As I was saying on the end of that last round, you can go to your knees if you want. I'm going to go there. My shoulders, a little bit of recovery. All right, face down. Time for the athletes. Keep it slow and nice long arms on those transitions if you can. The arms are like propellers until they get to their end range. And then they bend at the elbow. Whew. All right. Last round of push-ups. Here we go. Crab extensions. Here we go. Hips up, legs straight. All right, come on. Time for the mobility flow. Starting with our squat. Come on down. Into the bridge rotation. Arm back, right arm back. Reach up and drive. That feels too much like a dancing crab. All right, other side. Roll to your right. Roll to the left elbow, glide the chest, nice stretch of the hip, tuck the elbow, roll to your back, all the way around, glide to the right, push up to the squat, hand walk forward or foot walk back, left foot comes in, left hand goes up, lunge twist here, bring the left hand down, switch your feet. Right hand twists up. Bring the right hand down. Step the left foot in. Both feet go out nice and wide. Walk the hands forward. Attempt the bar and push up. After all those push-ups we just did. Bring the hands back. Walk the feet together. And stand up. Beautiful. Okay, guys. Whew, this is turning out to be a longer workout. This will be just under an hour. Okay, we have one more round to go. Let me go over your exercises. We have a couple options. The standard would be starting with strider jumps, which we've done many times. It's back and forth. You can go for speed or for depth. The other option is to do single leg hops. So you can either just go hopping side to side, or do several jumps one way, several jumps back the other way. That'll be more demanding because of the lateral stability and start and stop on the same leg. So if you're not sure about ankle stability, general fitness, or how tired you are, please go to the Strider option. If you're doing the single leg hops, 30 seconds on one leg, next round we switch to the other side. Star planks are the next one. So we're gonna go into a plank position, but our feet and our hands are as wide and far apart as possible. And we're just holding that for 30 seconds. We don't just want the hands out this way, we want the hands up as well. Third one is just a nice little recovery jumping jack. That's nice. And our last one is a huntsman. If you remember this one from a few weeks back, we started in a squat, we jump, land in the squat, hands go on the floor, just a couple feet in front of the feet, hips are up in the air, and then bring your head down to the floor. We're pretty much doing a light push-up, and we push back to the squat. So we're never actually standing up for the entire exercise. All right, where are we starting with all that? Striders or single leg hops, your choice. Okay, I'm going to do striders for the first round, then I'll go to single leg hops after that probably. All right, 30 seconds guys, last round, enjoy it. So lateral jumping side to side. Oh, hold on. I just finished the timer, I didn't start the timer. Let's try that again. Sorry. All right, take 2, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. There we go. Now we're working. So again, you can either go for speed on these, for more cardiovascular work, or get low and explode to get more quad development and quad work. I'm gonna get my heart rate going a little bit, so I'm gonna try to go a bit faster and not go quite as low. All right, star plank is next. Hands wide and high, and legs wide as well. I want you to think of drawing or pulling your belly button up to the ceiling, like someone's got a string pulling you up from your abdomen. We don't want that part of your body sagging down. Keep breathing, holding. Nice. All right, jumping jacks. Nice and simple. Here we go. Feel free to do any variation of jumping jacks you would like. And then our last one will be the huntsman. If your shoulders are too tired from round 2, then when you place your hands on the floor, don't worry about doing the push-up. Just put the hands down, come back up. All right, so we're starting in the squat. We're staying low the whole time. 2, 1, jump up, land low, hands to the floor. Optional push-up, press back to the low squat, and repeat. The challenge here is at no point are you standing with your legs straight. So they're always supporting you in a squat position. All right. Woo. Okay, back to striders. I'm gonna do the single leg hops. So I'm gonna do my left leg only. Jumping to my, well, one direction and then back the other way. Or you can just go back back and forth over one spot on the floor. It's up to you. Or just keep doing your striders. You're gonna find this is a lot of work on your calves. Now leg will get tired a lot more quickly than doing striders. If you did single leg, we'll switch sides on the next round. Just remember which leg you worked. Start plank. So hands not just wide, but overhead as well. Keep the abs pulled in, keep the glutes tucked in. Jumping jacks. Round 3 is kind of nice. It's a nice blend between upper lower body and some cardio stuff in core. So nothing's getting overly challenged in our final round. Ten seconds, we go back to the huntsman. If the huntsman is just really awkward, you could just do burpees instead. We're accomplishing a lot of the same thing. So standard burpee or huntsman. I'll show these from the side this time. Okay, we're in our squat. Hands down, hips high. Press and repeat. Hey guys, that was 2 rounds. We got 2 more. So if you did single leg, switch the leg you're hopping on. I'm on my right side now. A little more confidence on this side in terms of coordination. Try not to rush these. We don't want you going so fast that you lose your balance. Okay. Start plank. Start plank for the 3rd time. Here we go. In one of my very first boot camps that I ever taught, we did this exercise as part of the theme workout. But we didn't call it a start plank. We called it a cavity search. And we were all, I think, 76-year-old ladies that were arrested for smuggling, I think, coffee across the US-Canada border or something. It was a local story in the paper. Okay, where are we at? Jumping jacks. Here we go. One of the nice things about exercise is just like music can take you back to some previous times or experiences. It'd be good to put a smile on the face. 5 seconds here, then huntsmans. All right, huntsmans, and then one more time through those 4. Here we go, let's get in our squat. stretch. All right, here we go. Down into our, did we do it all? I skipped the last round, guys, my mind was wandering. All right, starter jumps, hopefully you've been doing them the whole time. I don't know, my mind just fast forwarded to the end of the round for some reason, but the timer's still going. The timer doesn't lie. All right, sorry about that, guys. Star plank is next. We're almost at the end. Here we go. I guess my mind wandered away to old workouts and cavity searches. Keep holding here. Jumping jacks are on deck. All right. 5 seconds. 3, 2. I'm going to change up I'm going to go with some skiers here. Just for some variety. Sometimes I call these the bushwhackers. If you watched the WWF like 15, 20 years ago, you might remember the bushwhackers. All right, and huntsman for the last time. All right, here we go. Almost there. Are we done? I'm going to wait for the timer to tell me officially if we're done. Yes, that is it. All zeros on the timer. All right, nice work. Quick drink of water if you want, but I'm going to go right into this flow. As I mentioned prematurely, I'm going to hold these positions a little bit longer to use this as our cool down and stretch. So when you're ready, come join me in a squat. Now we're just going to settle into this position. Hopefully we can get to the point over time with practice that you can find this just a comfortable position to hold. As opposed to it being either a lot of work on your muscles or maybe uncomfortable on some joints. If there's pain, if you want to back off, if things are just kind of resisting or fighting a little bit, then you might be okay to work through it. All right, let's go into that bridge rotation. Right arm is going to go back. We're going to drive the hips up. Really strong glute squeeze. Drive the hips in the air, keep the knees out, don't let the knees crash in. And come down. Press back to squat. Other side, left arm goes back. Hips go up and reach. All right. Release from there, we're rolling to our right side. Tuck the right elbow in. We're going to start with the roll. Roll all the way around. Keep the knees 90 degrees. When you get to that glide, we're going to hold this position. So just enjoy the stretch of the hips on the left side. All right, tuck your left elbow into the left hip. We're going to roll to the back. Tuck the right elbow in and glide on the right side. Holding here. Twist up to a squat position. Walk the hands forward or step the feet back. Left foot comes into a deep lunge position. So left foot forward, outside the left hand. Drop your back knee to the floor, that's optional, or you can keep the right knee elevated. And let's add in the left hand twist up to the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes to push your pelvis forward. That should increase the stretch in front of the right hip. And really open up the chest and the arm. Reset to the floor. Switch your legs. Get that nice hip flexor stretch first, and then add the twist. Reset back to the floor. Walk the left foot forward. And we're going to step our feet out nice and wide. And we're just going to hold this stretch. Get the feet wider so you get a stretch coming through the inner thighs or adductors. Okay, step the hands forward, a foot or two. And final push-up of the day. Bomber push-up. And back. Walk the hands in. Step the feet in. Stand up. And that's it, guys. Perfect timing. Phone calls coming in, so the music is over. Thanks so much for joining, guys. That's that was almost a full hour. So that's a longer one. Which is, I guess, not good or bad. Join us again at 5 o'clock for a kettlebell flow workout. Grab your light to medium weight kettlebells, and we'll start throwing some weight around in a nice, fluid, beautiful way. Have a wonderful day. If I don't see you again at 5 p.m., looks like we're starting to warm up out there finally, so hopefully you guys can get out of your houses and enjoy some nice, beautiful weather. My name is Stuart. Thanks for joining. We'll see you again next time.